Welcome to this week's edition of the Bronco Weekly Sports Wrap. I'm Nici Gilday.
And I'm Denzel Johnson. Well, last week in Bronco sports, men's tennis started back up over the weekend, and both basketball teams got to stay right here in the Bay Area for our matchups against San Francisco.
That's right, Denzel. And men's tennis defeated UC Santa Cruz and Sonoma State to start the season on the right foot at 2-0. Number 1 singles, Ashot Khacharyan, and number 2, Ilya Osintsev, won all 8 of their sets and dropped only 12 games in the doubleheader. EYEBRONCO talked to Sam Bertram of the men's tennis team after the Broncos' victory.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. We got Sebi back there. Sebi's a joke at number 5. I've never seen anyone play that well. We have the Eastern European block, as coach calls them. 1, 2, and 3. They clinched it. Ilya clinched it at number 2. I'm really, really happy. I didn't expect it to be this good, but yeah. Again, like the new kids, you never know how the new kids are going to play when it comes to the match, but they played really, really well. The number 1s played really, really well. Again, the Eastern Europeans, it's a joke. And Michaela and I, we've got some improving to do, but we'll get there. We all came out here relaxed. We were having a good time beforehand, but yeah, just basically relax, have as much fun as you can.
The team returns to the court this weekend in Los Angeles with a Saturday matchup against UNC Wilmington and a Sunday matchup against USC. So Denzel, men's basketball took a break from WCC play to take on St. Katherine on Tuesday, and then you played USF on Saturday.
Right, and we were able to come away with 2 wins last week, so that was big for us. Obviously, the game against USF is huge. It's a rivalry for us, a lot of history in that game, so that was one that we definitely had circled on our calendars, and happy we got that win. EYEBRONCO got a chance to catch up with Coach Keating and fellow senior guard Brandon Clark after the USF game.
Yeah, I thought we competed from the beginning and set the tone that we were going to be just as physical as they are, and that's important in these league games. Now in the middle third of the conference schedule, you know, and this game is always like that, no matter what the records are and what the circumstances are. And it was big because we're both fighting for that middle ground right now as we head into the next 6 games. So defending home turf is going to be important in this conference to get anything out of it and any momentum you need towards the next game, of course, and of course as we move forward towards March.
When you have a young team, every win is important, and then beating those guys is a big win for us, and it gives everybody on our team more confidence. We need to carry over this momentum and keep playing for each other because everybody is stepping up right now and finish out conference strong.
Men's basketball hosts 2 more home games this week, both against Southern California opponents in the WCC. Thursday we'll take on LMU, then on Saturday we have Pepperdine. Both games will tip at 8 p.m., which will be broadcast live on Comcast California. So, Nici, how did the trip up to the Hilltop go for women's basketball?
Yeah, we traveled up to San Francisco and didn't come away with a victory, unfortunately, but we learned a few hard lessons and got ourselves refocused today in practice, and we're looking forward to finishing this first half of conference strong. We head back out on the road to take on LMU and Pepperdine this week with tip times of 7 p.m. on Thursday and noon on Saturday.
Softball season is getting closer with opening day on February 6th. EYEBRONCO caught up with senior catcher Breezy Bernard about the upcoming season.
Breezy, as you know, the off-season is important for any sport. How has your team been coming along so far?
Yeah, we've been coming along really well. Our team's worked really hard in the fall. We conditioned a lot, had a lot of morning 5 a.m. practices, and I think we have a really athletic team. This is one of the best teams I've seen in the 4 years that we've been here. So I think going into the season, we have a great chance of being really successful.
Like you said, this is one of the best teams that you've seen in your time here. You've been the starting catcher for all 3 seasons you've played so far. How much have you seen this team grow over the past 3 years?
Oh my gosh, I've seen it grow a ton. Coming into my freshman year, it was just a completely different program, I would say. I mean, we didn't have our field, different players. We've grown so much, and every year we've gotten better. And I'm really proud of all the girls for sticking through these 4 years, and especially my seniors. We've seen a lot going through the last 4 years, and I mean, this is definitely a great team to end on.
That's awesome. And you also have a new addition to your coaching staff, Coach Matt Lyle, who brings a lot of experience. He's still working with the Detroit Tigers. What have you learned from him from a hitting perspective so far?
Yeah, our team has had different assistant coaches every year, but I think that with Lyle this year, it's great for us. He has a lot of experiences with big college programs like Oregon, and he brought kind of a different aspect to our hitting. He's more of a scientific kind of, let's look at it, let's see, video and let's watch your swing. And I think it's helpful for the people who are like visual learners, you know. We can see what we're doing wrong and how to fix it. So he's been a great addition to our team.
That's awesome, and I wish you the best of luck as you continue to prepare, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys play.
Thank you.
The Broncos travel to Phoenix for the Grand Canyon kickoff February 6th, and we'll keep you in the loop with the upcoming spring sports by talking to baseball next week.
Women's tennis also kicks off their season versus the Academy of Art and Sonoma State at the Degheri Tennis Center this Saturday at 10 and 2. Be sure to come out and support your Santa Clara teams.
Congratulations to Sofia Huerta for being selected 11th overall in the NWSL draft. Our Bronco reporter David Gentili sat down with her and talked about that experience.
Denzel, Nici, thank you. I'm David Gentili here with Sofia Huerta, the number 11 overall pick in this year's NWSL draft to the Chicago Red Stars. Sofia, draft day, once-in-a-lifetime experience for a college and now professional athlete. What was your run of emotions like leading up to that day when you got picked?
A lot of emotions. I was super nervous for it. I just didn't really know where I was going to end up. And, you know, you're excited, but there's the factor of the unknown. You don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're going to end up. And so I was super nervous for it, but the moment I heard my name, it was such a relief, and I was with all my friends, and my boyfriend was there, and it was awesome to be surrounded with the people I love to enjoy that moment. And so I was really happy, you know, at 8 a.m. when I was drafted to the Chicago Red Stars. And you do end up in Chicago with former Santa Clara teammate Julie Johnston, who you've been playing soccer with since you were a teenager. Yeah. For those fans who haven't seen you two play together out on the field, so many good years here at Santa Clara. What would you describe your chemistry between you and Julie as? Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but not only did I play, you know, in college with Julie, but I've been playing with Julie since I was 14. We played on the regional team together. We went into some camps with one another. So I know her really well in terms of on the field. And, you know, she played a little bit of center back when we were here, and I was playing up top, so we didn't have a lot of, you know, interaction. But once she was playing up top and I was playing outside mid my junior year, her senior year, I mean, the amount of crosses I got off to her and the amount of goals she scored, we just had a lot of connections, and we understood each other. Like, if I was not playing well, Julie wouldn't tell me good job. She would come up to me and say, pick it up. And then I would just be so motivated by it. And I couldn't be more excited to be in Chicago with Julie, because I know she's going to be honest, and she's going to tell me if I'm performing well or if I'm not. And she's just going to tell me how it is. And I don't think I'd want to be anywhere else. But in terms of connection, I don't know. We work hard together, and we both want to win when it comes down to it. It's not about who scores or who gets assists. It's just we want to win. Well, Sofia Huerta, congratulations once again, and we appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Denzel, Nici, let's send it back to you.
Congratulations again, Sofia. We're looking forward to seeing you and Julie back on the field together.
And that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Bronco Weekly Sports Wrap. Go Broncos. Father Ng, is there anything you'd like to say to the students as we come back to campus?
I want to see the Broncos turn out and support you guys on the court. So go Broncos.
All right, you heard it from Father Ng.
Over Watson. So now it's the USF Dons that are in disarray on offense. And a feed from Brandon Clark to Hubbard. The floor picked up by Hubbard in the corner. That's a three-pointer for Denzel Johnson. And it's good. Pass intercepted by Jarvis Pugh. Brandon Clark, front court to Jarvis.